So there's a definite trend that we're seeing where cyber criminals don't even bother encrypting your data anymore. Are you seeing this? They don't need to encrypt the data because they just steal it and then they extort you. And that's exactly what happened in this article from yesterday. It's a recent cyber breach involving some of the big US banks. So let me just quickly summarize this article and then I'll tell you what I think the real story is. So here's the article. It's about real estate finance services firm Citus AMC. They reported a cyber intrusion that exposed client data. It was accounting records and legal agreements, but they didn't ask for ransomware. This was not a ransomware attack. This was just pure data theft. So the FBI is investigating, and banks like Citi and JP Morgan Chase and Morgan Stanley are probably the ones that are affected. Now, Citus AMC responded properly, right? They did security updates, they took care of the firewalls, password resets, remote access disabled, all that standard kind of stuff. But that's not the real story. The story is that there's a huge shift in cyber attackers because they're moving away from the encryption game, and the reason is because businesses have backups and detection and all the right tools. So they've gotten smart and they adapt. So instead, they just steal your data and then they threaten to leak it. This is definitely a trend where there's a rise of non-encrypting ransomware. It's just a pure extortion attack. Think about it. You can't restore from a backup, no matter how well you're backed up, if the attacker already downloaded the data. So, what does this breach mean, and what is the real story about? Well, I think you can see that it's about third party risk. It is AMC obviously is not a bank, but they handle bank data, and they're a soft target, but there's still hard consequences. They stole legal agreements and accounting data. All of that stuff holds business strategies and deal structures and risk profiles, and that means they gain leverage. They have very powerful leverage over you. So I guess the question is, do you know which of your vendors hold your most sensitive data and if they're securing it and how are they securing it? If they were to be breached tomorrow, could you prove your due diligence to regulators? So I'll just wrap up with this thought that cybersecurity just isn't an IT thing anymore. It's about supply chain, it's about governance, risk, and compliance. And it's clearly about protecting your networks, but it's mostly about protecting against leverage. Don't let somebody have power over you.